Inside the Criminal-Minded. Stories from a life inside Kentucky penitentiaries. Lock yourself in and find your place among the criminal-minded. Welcome to the Inside.
September 4th, 1984. I was in Danville, Kentucky at North Point Training Center. It's been a hot summer, long summer. The yard was filled with drugs and violence. I don't know, there's 200 or 300 of the guys were gathered on the yard talking about what they were going to do after the count that afternoon.
North Point Training Center is a medium security prison located in Boyle County. That's near Danville, Kentucky. North Point was originally constructed as a state mental hospital called Kentucky State Hospital. From 1941 to 1946, the U.S. Army controlled the facilities and renamed it Darnell Hospital. It was used to provide care for soldiers suffering from psychiatric illness and to contain German prisoners of war. In 1946, the hospital was returned to state control. The facilities were again operated as the Kentucky State Hospital until 1977. From July 1977 through February 1983, the Kentucky Bureau of Social Services operated the facilities as the Danville Youth Development Center, a youth center for juvenile offenders. In January 1983, the Kentucky Department of Corrections received control of the property and renamed it North Point Training Center. It was intended as a minimum security institution for fewer than 500 inmates, but that quickly changed. It became a medium security institution with a population of approximately 700 inmates.
My buddy Floyd said, hell, I'll wait for count. Let's do it now. Everyone ended up going back to their assigned dorms to be counted for the afternoon count. I don't know, when all this first started, I was under the impression we'd get some guys together and retaliate against the 4 blacks that ganged the white boy. But I quickly seen the situation was going beyond that.
Let's pause for a second and let me bring you up to speed. You see, there had been a couple of black guys borrowing from other inmates, black and white from what I can tell, and they weren't paying back. Instead, if you asked for your things back, then a fight occurred, and they were jumping on guys. After they had jumped my brother's workout partner, they were going to retaliate. And what started out as being just a couple of guys going after these 2 offenders turned into something a whole lot more. As word spread around the yard, well, now it's building to be a full-on race war, whites versus blacks. Didn't start out that way, but how quick things tend to get out of control when you're in prison.
Once we were locked in for the afternoon count, I could look out the window and I could see the emergency squad, the guards, preparing to come inside the prison. I knew my friends on the other side of the prison they weren't in no position to see these guards coming in, so I thought, geez, maybe I need to go around here and warn them that it's not a good idea to come out. See, it had been discussed earlier that we knew where these table legs were. Before last, they was like ball bats. They was close enough to be ball bats on a couple particular tables inside the prison. They were coming out with theirs, I knew, and I was supposed to come out with mine too. And, once I seen the emergency squad out there with guns and all the riot gear, I thought, man, it's not going to be no good idea to walk out on the yard with these ball bats.
At 20 years old, my brother was incarcerated for petty thefts. He wasn't a violent offender. He stole cars, done drugs, drank a whole lot. And now they're ready to throw a lot of fuel onto what's going to be a really raging fire.
I got to run around here and at least warn them that what kind of danger they're coming into here. Sure enough, they opened the yard after count was cleared. I left the dorm as quickly as possible, you know, attempting to stop what was going to happen. I never made it in time. There were at least 5 guys walking down the road towards me with wooden clubs that, hell, it was in the ball bats. They were round legs off a wooden table that were about 3.5 feet long with big wood screws in the end of them where they were attached to the table. Just come casually walking down the road with these clubs on their shoulders like, yeah, it's time, you know. There wasn't no turning back. They done you know what I'm saying, exposed themselves to being seen with these clubs, so they knew they was in trouble, and I've been committing myself to retaliate against these black guys that had been jumping on the white guys all summer, you know. They jumped on my workout partner. They owed him 6 Cokes and a few little store items, and instead of paying him, they decided, you know what I'm saying, they just beat the shit out of him. So that's what they did. They banged him up pretty good, and I thought, well, I didn't realize what kind of situation I don't think at the time I'd get myself into, but I was all for retaliating against the 4 guys that jumped my friend. I was encouraging the guys, let's get them, you know. I was 21 years old, and I was feeling fresh. I had a fresh 17-year sentence right there at that time, and the pro eligibility date was like 3.5, 4 years, whatever it was. And to me, at that time, it was a long time, and I didn't really care what happened at that time, particular moment in time, because I was going to be in prison anyway, so might as well have some fun.
Once you're in, you're kind of all in, knowing that he's going to be doing quite a bit of time with these very same people. He can't exactly turn around and change his mind or tell them, let's not do this. Once it spun out of control, he was every bit a part of it, as he was when it was his idea to just retaliate.
As we was coming around the dorm, and my buddy Floyd swung one of them, and he missed him, and he dropped his club, went scattered across the yard. This other guy picked it up. Floyd was after it. Boy, he went over and picked his club up and said, "That's mine. I want it back." He grabbed it up, and off we went towards dorm 1. We was all around there in front of dorm 3, and we went from 3 to 1. And this particular moment, senior captain Nance, I believe was his name, he had a couple other officers with him. He was walking. He didn't. I think he was a ship captain that day. He wasn't geared up or anything like that. He was just walking across the yard, and he told us to drop told the other guys, at that time I didn't have no weapon, he told them to drop the weapons, and Floyd just played like he was going, just swung at him a little bit, let him know, back up, you know what I'm saying, you're not calling no shots right now, it's not a good idea. Well, he just swung at him, really, you know what I'm saying, he's just playing with him. He could have hit him if he wanted to, but he didn't. He said, back up. We took off, we went on around dorm 1. In the process of it, we seen a couple of black guys, you know what I'm saying, that was involved in it. We began chasing them towards dorm 1. Well, they run inside dorm 1. When they did, the officer seen us chasing them. He tried to lock us out. Well, another guy that was with us, Big John Bray, about 300 pounds, 6'4", 300 pounds. He's a big old guy. And he pulled the door open before the officer could get it completely locked. And when he pulled the door open, he had a pipe in his mouth. And well, Floyd hit him in the head. Hit him in the head with one of them clubs. I don't know. He hit him pretty hard. You know, he meant business. He wasn't one that's going to put no bullshit love tap on you or nothing. He let him bust his head good. You know. He chopped down on that pipe, sparks flew out of it. I thought, damn, he fell face first. I thought, geez, he's killed him. On the way in the door, we just kind of, kicked him out of the way and went on in, Once we got off in the dorm, the lower left dorm, they they locked us in. You know what I'm saying? I could see they was going to try. I run in there and flipped the table over and broke the table leg off. And now I had pretty much a ball bat myself, you know. I actually went up there and tried to prevent the guard from locking us in. I swung the club, but he kind of backed up and closed the door on me, you know. And, we was locked in there then. Once we was locked in there, we pretty much thought, man, it's over with. So we went through the dorm and looking for the black guys that we originally chased in there. I guess, you know what I'm saying, some of the other guys, they're casually walking around in there like they weren't involved, but the guys with me, they wasn't hearing that. You was black, so you was getting your ass whipped right there.
Full on race war.
There was one gentleman there, I clearly remember, he was sitting there playing chess. He was an older black gentleman, never really bothered anybody. He was playing chess with another guy. They went there and flipped the chessboard over, was going to get him, and I said, no, man, this guy ain't got anything with that. They looked at me like, I knew the look, you know what I'm saying? I knew I was in danger right there. And very few times I was scared inside there, but that's one of the times I was. So it's unfortunate for him because he got his ass whipped too, and I had to join in. There wasn't nothing else I could do at that point. So.
Have you ever found yourself in a situation where there just wasn't anything else you could do? You ever had an idea that just kind of wildly got out of control? Well, it's not over. It's actually just kind of begun. And this fire is going to rage. And it's going to burn brighter and hotter than anyone involved could have possibly imagined. Join us next week for part 2, the rest of the story.
Welcome to the Criminal Minded.